Hello there, fans of the Rule the Wave series of games of YouTube. This is No Name 117 Spore, and today we are continuing our Rule the Waves 2 campaign as Austria-Hungary, lasting from 1900 until 1955. This series was originally live streamed on Twitch, link to that in the description below, as well as a link to my personal Discord. Unfortunately, this was only streamed in 720p, so you're not going to get the glorious 1080p that you probably should be getting. And this was streamed across 3 different versions of the game, all of which are currently outdated, so do not expect this to represent the current state of the game. With that out of the way, let's get on to the episode we have today and see what happens. My scientists apparently came up with a miracle. It's a miracle. They got the technology completed. They figured out how to make destroyers 100 tons larger than they were. Our scientists finally did this. And we got another technology. Yeah, go to build screen. Build it. Unfortunately, I am losing money. Screw that, we are, ordering a 600-ton destroyer. I do not like that visual. We have a lot of 500-ton destroyers, though. Let's be real here. Hold on. We're Austria-Hungary. Why did I not do that? No, I have no excuse. We'll give it 4-inch guns. There's one more option. That works. That works! Oh, look at that. That works! Oh, that's good. That's a 4-torpedo broadside. This early on. Now, that being said, weight remaining is 1. So, in the future, what's probably going to happen to the ship is it's going to lose a pair of its torpedo tubes. How much? Yeah, I can go that much ammo. Yeah, this ship is... Usually with my destroyers, what I like to do, and this was in Rule the Waves 1, I don't know if I'll do this in Rule the Waves 2, is, I would typically move the old ones onto coastal patrol, and then have the new ones be like the actual destroyers of the fleet. And I think that actually might be a little more important in this game, to be honest. But yeah, usually you just convert these old ones into like ASW craft, and that's probably what I'm going to do here. Yeah. So that'll take us a month, and then that design will be done. Okay, go to build screen, get us 4 of them. Full squadron's worth. So now we're losing 1,000 a month, and we are going to be losing that for 9 months. Okay, our amount of funds is bigger than the amount of funds we will be losing. I'm going to build larger docks. ASW rating is linked to tonnage now. Larger DDs. Okay. Okay. That's interesting. Yeah, I might need to do that now. Although I'm wondering if you open the design for rebuild, if there is like as minesweeping gear you can use. There are ASW things you can put on them, so you could probably just rebuild these as as small anti-ASW craft and partly avoid the need for minesweepers? We curb our naval program. So less budget and less tension with France. I will take that. Just so that we don't accidentally get into war with France. Yeah, get the Navy League to protest against the proposal. You build corvettes in wartime for extra ASW. That is fair. So those destroyers... yeah, it seems like they're wanting to encourage the approach of not keeping your destroyers around in this one, whereas in World Waves 1, there was literally no reason not to do it. Alright, so we are going to lose a bit of money here. 3 months on Latha, though. We have discovered fleet tactics. Hooray! Actually, that's kind of good. Yeah. Okay, I kind of want to try a fleet exercise at some point, maybe after the war with Italy. And just kind of play around with some of my designs. So we are now 2 turns out, so I'm gonna say that we need battleships. This is June 1902. I mean, we have 2 Lathas building. So I'm not going to design a new ship right now. What I'll do is I'll wait for that one to finish and lay down a second Habsburg. Latha is commissioned, and one of our destroyers is also commissioned. I'm going to wait 1 more turn. Didn't get any new technology. So we'll again be slightly losing money. But then these guys will come online. Okay, what I might wind up doing is I might wind up trying to just save a little bit of cash here. We can keep 8 destroyers on active service. And then once war gets a little bit closer, we can bring them back online. I do... How many light cruisers do they have? They have 12. We have 9. And, oh yeah, that's an Admiral spawn finishing up. We'll let Achilles finish. Risks leaking sensitive technology. I don't think Austria-Hungary is a technology leader in the world. So... yeah, that's probably the smart decision. Alright, so Latha will be done this turn, and what we want to do is we want to open the design. I think right now I'm going to go for another even larger armored cruiser. Wait a minute. Can I do... Ooh, now these can only be singles. Turret-wise, they're going to go up to 6. This is going to be a very expensive ship to build. And now this will be the first super armored cruiser. Yes, a very expensive cruiser here. And I will just scrap all the superstructure I currently have. There we go. So we're not going to have as many secondaries on this, I don't think. Secondaries are 2 right now. Turret turret should probably be 7. So what we are going to do is initially that. Okay, we are not allowed this technology currently. I'm gonna build light cruisers until we are. I'm gonna order 2 Arethusa's. Power rammers. No thanks. Alright, we are probably at the point where we want to start activating more of our fleet. And we want to encourage war with Italy. They are not. I just prefer the 6-inch secondaries, to be honest. I think 6-inch secondaries are better at hitting destroyers than 7 inches. Although early on it might be 7 inches the highest hitting. 6 or 5 seems to be a good balance, though. I think 4 is a little too light, except in the early game. Alright, so we'll do that. Alright, 9 turns until Habsburg is done. So, 3 turns out from that we would want to build our supercruiser. That being said, I'm gonna say we go gunnery. Yeah. I think we are 12 months away from war. And that is gonna increase our fun. 5 is good for lightning. Yeah, I'll take that. As much as I probably shouldn't be spending a bunch of money now, although we are going to get a light cruiser, and that is going to swap that funding situation around. Come on. Italy is building good battleships again. We have to get to war with them soon. Build us some of those guys. Come on, one more turn until you're done. Do that. Yes, please. 6-inch. Yeah, 6-inch mains are typically better on light cruisers. I'm not a big fan of the 7-inch gun. It's like the 7-inch gun struggles against smaller ships and is the smallest of kind of like the main guns. Although early game, I suppose, it's kind of like the heaviest of the guns able to hit the smaller ships. But in the later game, that goes to the 6-inch gun. So the 6-inch gun kind of yeah, rod issues. Yeah, 6-inch gun that's a 5-inch gun. This is a 6-inch gun. Rate of fire issues, yeah. 6-inch gun and the 5-inch gun are kind of your main anti-destroyer weaponry. That's kind of what you want to be using against them. Okay. Thank you, France. I'm gonna do a design study right now. And that will be for that other ship I wanted, the supercruiser. And I think this game has just made supercruisers valuable. So we're gonna need the 16,000 tons. We want 25 knots. 6-inch belt at the very least, 7-inch turrets. I'm gonna bring down the secondaries to 5 so I can still keep a good, or 5 inches so I can still keep a good number of them. Conning tower up to the same level as the turrets. Probably a good idea. And then add turret. Add some doubles. Does the 6,300 ton light cruiser concept work in World War II? I don't know. I don't know specifically that concept in the first place. So unfortunately, we're overweight by a lot. So screw the deck armor. Screw the deck extended armor. Actually, the deck extended is not too bad. We need more ammo. Ditch some guns. Bring back the deck extended armor. And, doop, 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 doop. Actually, this is 16,000, or 16,900 tons. If this ship survives, it could make a good, like, light fleet carrier? I think it's a little too big for a light carrier, but in terms of fleet carrier, you could definitely get one out of it. More than 2-inch deck is, yeah, more than 2-inch is too early, too much early game. You don't want a lot of deck. So this is kind of like this ship's gonna eventually get converted into an aircraft carrier ship. I don't know if we're gonna build one or two of these, but typically these function as like a good early game replacement for the Battlecruiser. Later game, it winds up struggling a little more. If we don't go to war with Italy and get this thing done in time, which I wouldn't say I'm confident in, I would want to encourage war with Italy before then. We could maybe even do a fleet exercise with these hunting down cruisers. Or there is the option that when we get the first battle cruisers, we could do a fleet exercise with these guys as their targets. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to do that. And that this time. It's a little lamer than normal. Boop. 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 And a boop. Yeah, see, that's a 10-inch, or not 10-inch, 10-point structure right there. That's typically what you do in other ones. Although one of the things I want to do is... Wait, that's 3, yeah. One of the things I kind of want to do with this ship is have it have a step down, probably about here-ish. And how I'm going to do that, we are going to go to probably structure 4 here. And then do, say, we'll start it from there. We'll go there. Do this with the structure. Go back a bit, like... Oh, no. Continue at that angle. And do something kind of like that. And then we can put another box on top of that because we have structures to work with. For once in our lives. Alright, so... Structure 1. Structure 1 is going to be our 4 superstructure about here-ish. Yeah, okay. We can do something like this. And then just, actually, I'm gonna do... Boop. We're gonna go out here. Out there. Come back in. At hopefully the same amount. Go up again and then down. There, that looks nice. So that's structure 1. And structure 2 is not placed down yet, and structure 4 is. So we have 2, 5, and 6 to still work with here. So 2 will be our conning tower on the ship. Our 7-inch protected conning tower. And then that will be hidden by the bridge. So what we can do is we can bring its thing back here. Kind of go... You know what? We're just gonna do this. So it'll kind of like be a walkway between the structures, although, you know, normally you'd have it go kind of around the funnels, but who cares? Okay, that's structure 2. Okay, time for structure 5, which is going to be our actual bridge structure here. You know what I'm gonna do with structure 5 is... Oh, come on. Battle BBQ rooms. I'm gonna do something like this. Wait, no, I am a moron. I'm gonna start it. Say here. Go forward. Go across. Go back there. Go out. That way. Go back a bit. Okay, so I want to do kind of like a staircase thing here. So it's like bam, 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 but then Go back again to hide that. It's odd trying to build an early battlecruiser. Basically. A little odd of a design. Wait, what's... Oh, I see what's going on there. That actually adds a little bit more detail to it, oddly enough. I could never have the patience to do this. I'm one of the few people who apparently does. Oh, Tortuga had a contest recently for the things, and for one of the people in that contest, I actually built him. Your CVL in the demo was a square box, yeah. I actually designed all of his ships, and these were his ships, designed by him. I didn't design the ships, I designed the superstructures of his ships to look like biplanes. It was fantastic. So yeah, I'm apparently one of the few people who has the patience to do this, for whatever reason. Yeah, I drew the superstructures for Swordfish's stuff. Alright, so we're gonna do... Yeah, that was awesome. Thank you. Okay, come on. Place it there, go back, and then... There we go. That doesn't look bad. It looks odd. It looks messy. I think this is especially messy. I could have gotten this a lot better. Well. I'll take it. Early battlecruiser. Latha. I think last time I did this, in Ruled Waves 1, they were also called Latha or something similar. Latha's a pretty common... Well, actually, no. Minerva. Latha was the name of the last class. So, yep. Save that as our design. So we have a Habsburg, which will be commissioned in 3 months, and this will be replacing that in the construction queue. New liberal government wants to reduce... This will spell doom for our proud nation. Doom, I tell you, doom! Okay, that I didn't nail the tone there. During a... I can afford tension with Germany. Go to the build screen. Hello, Minerva. We are now losing money. Yeah. That's not good. On the other hand, we've got this. And that being said, if I do need a bit of money, I just haul the ship for a turn. All funding must go to ships. Yes. All funding must go to ships. We are Austria-Hungary. We are the best naval power. This isn't von quality ships. Oh, tensions with Italy are increasing. How close are our submarines? 7 turns from being done. Remove cannoli. Remove ravioli time. Hey, training's done. We got 8-inch guns. Of quality 0. These are 10 inches of -1. I think this design's obsolete. I think we need to build it with 8-inch guns now. Although maybe I'm wrong. We are now only losing 186. We're Austria-Hungary naval power, yes. Thank you all for watching. As a reminder, the like and subscribe buttons exist. Do with them as you please. If you want to watch my live streams from which this video originates, you can go to my Twitch page. And if you want to keep up with the live streams and interact with my nearly non-existent community, you can join my Discord. Links to both are in the description below. Goodbye, everyone.